What's up, party people? I'm John McNeil. This is Unpeeled. Today I'm joined by
James
and
Chris
of
Harm's Way.
Harm's Way. And if, in your words, what is Harm's Way? Where am I going?
Harm's Way is a band of 5 close friends. We've been doing this for over a decade now, just trying to spread what we're doing to as many people as possible. So I mean, it's not only music, but it's a message. It's an ethos. It's a way of life for us.
Okay, so let's go over those two things. Musically, if you describe the sound to people that have no idea Harm's Way, how did you describe it?
I would say it's fast, it's angry.
Yeah.
I would say it's a lot of emotion behind the lyrics. If you want to compare some bands that people might be familiar with, I would say, Godflesh, Sepultura, Machine Head. And then, we have a little death metal influence too. We love bands like Entombed, Carcass, those style of bands too. So, I would just say it's very aggressive.
You can't pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah.
You've explored the realm of heaviness. Yes. Yeah, so let's go back to that other part, the ethos. What is the underlying message of the band?
We come from the world of punk and hardcore, even though we're a very metallic sounding band, we do come from that world of punk and hardcore, so, we very much value individuality, self-expression, kind of a DIY mentality. I would say that kind of captures a lot of who we are as a band.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was going to ask, too, are you the most intimidating person right now on Warped Tour?
I would say I'm. If people know who I am,
but out on stage,
maybe people might think I'm intimidating, but if they get to know me, I'm a nice guy.
I get the same thing. I'm a teddy bear, but don't poke the bear, right?
Sure, yeah, don't poke the bear, but I'm just an introvert. I keep to myself, so maybe that might appear a little bit more scary than I actually am. But
okay, so if you're not the most intimidating, you must take in the most protein on tour.
You know what? Truthfully, I just trying to stay healthy.
I know. I just played around.
Yeah, no. Stay healthy, look good.
Because it can't be easy. Like, have you got the other guys into the routine as well?
Chris and I have been working out together for about 3 years now, and he's been my workout partner. While we're on tour. But recently, the whole band has gotten into working out. So it's kind of like a whole band.
Yeah. Is it like a morning routine or is it after show routine?
Well, on Warped Tour, it's pretty nice. Obviously, you have a lot of time, a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
So you really only have to dedicate about 30 minutes of the day to Warped Tour, and then you have the rest of the day to yourself. So we've been, usually playing, chill out, go get some food, and then we'll go to the gym. And it's nice too because they got showers there.
Yeah.
There's not a big line like there is at Warped Tour. So, but yeah, it's another way to just like music to express ourselves and get some of the depression, anxiety, anger.
Get it out.
Just let it all out.
If there's anything left over from on stage.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because you're trying to get it out there too. You're conveying that message, right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk about Posthuman. What is the message behind the album? Is there an underlying message to the album as well, or is it tackling different issues and topics?
I think a big part of it is just kind of going above and beyond, like the confines of what it's kind of known to be kind of human. Just kind of pushing beyond yourself. In addition to that, there's more of a kind of macro kind of larger scale look at just society in general and where technology is kind of taking us. So there's like a couple, I would say, underlying messages within the album, but a lot of it is kind of just looking at kind of like mankind.
How we're destroying everything.
Yeah, and from an individualistic level to more of a kind of widespread global level, and just kind of questioning where we're at and where we're going.
Cool. Okay, I know it's a busy day. Gotta ask, what's thus far on this tour? What's the favorite moment? What's the moment that sticks out? I know I'm putting you on the spot. There's probably a ton.
Well, I would say the other day when we were in Connecticut, I really didn't know what to expect. We were playing later. There was probably maybe 10 or 15 people in front of our stage, like when we were about to start. And like as soon as we started, there was like 800,000 people. Like people were going nuts. Like the craziest set we've had on Warped Tour. Like people just moshing and people who know the words, the lyrics, and it was kind of like a moment where I was like. It's, maybe some of this stuff is like paying off for it as far as like more people getting into our band. It's just it was a good feeling. It was an awesome show, and I think that was like one of the moments where I was like, okay,
That's awesome. You could take that moment in. Most of the time, you're in the moment and you're not really taking that moment in.
Sure.
So to go back on that's like a goosebump moment for sure.
It's just nice to know sometimes when you put in a lot of work into something that people actually care, and they value what you're doing, and that's kind of how I felt that day. So I'm going with that.
yeah, for sure. So if people are going to find you online, where are you guys most active?
So we have a website that we put out with the release of Posthuman. It's harmsway13.com. Okay. We post all the tours, all of our new merch, any new music that's coming out. We pretty much use that strictly now. Obviously, we use Instagram and Twitter. Is it harmsway13, Chris, on Instagram?
Harmsway13 on Instagram. harmsxway on Twitter.
Yeah, everywhere. Spotify.
Yeah, you can find us on every sort of social media platform.
Cool. Safe travels. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. All right. Peace out, party people.